What's going on, guys? By request, I had a user wanting me to do a video of a Q&A video. And I kind of wanted to wait a while to do this video. Close out of that. Fix this webcam one moment. And there we go. But like I was saying, I went ahead and I was like, why not do a Q&A video? And I kind of wanted to wait to get a good bit of questions, much as I could, but even though these are all the questions I got, I've waited a while to do this, but like I said, let's do it to it. Starting off with the first question that I'm reading off the screen. This user, Electronic Whiz, writes, I have 3 questions. What is your favorite computer brand? Well, my main favorite computer brand is actually Dell, and the reason I like Dell is because their computers are so easy to work on and easy to service, and the parts are easy to run across. And that's what I run across all the time. Any vintage or modern Dell. I especially like those older Pentium 3 Dells, which I'm in the process of looking around for another Windows 98 Pentium 3 Dell. And I'm probably still gonna keep. I'm actually still gonna keep the Dell Dimension L800R as my Windows 2000 machine. But yeah, my other favorite brands, even though you just asked what's my favorite computer brand, but my main favorite for a PC is Dell. My other brands for PCs would be IBM, which is now Lenovo, because they got some good computers, especially the ThinkPad lineup, which the ThinkPads are very indestructible. And I also like Apple, because who don't like Apple? Because their computers are very good. Even though they're on the expensive side, they can still do good multiple tasking. They're really good workhorses, and they're pretty much made from aluminum, and they got beautiful display. But the next question was also, what is my least favorite OS? Which everyone's gonna agree with me. Pretty much my least favorite is definitely Windows Vista. I've hated Vista since it was out. And one thing about Windows Vista, it crashes a lot. And it's so buggy, especially if you add a few more service packs to it. But on some machines it ran just fine, because Windows Vista was very bloated because Microsoft bumped up the system requirements, and at the time many people didn't have what we got now, like dual core, quad core processors in our computers. Because majority of all the computers that were around that time were single core Pentium 4s, and the upcoming Pentium dual core and Core 2 Duo. And what is my favorite computer program? My favorite common program that I like using on a majority of all my computers is Microsoft Office, because Microsoft Office got decent applications like Microsoft Word, which I use for doing documents and spell checking and all that good stuff. It's a very good program for word processing. That's the best program that I'll ever use, which I give Microsoft a thumbs up. And I like to use Microsoft Excel because it's good to organize my collection inventory and stuff, because I got a vintage video game collection inventory and a cell phone collection inventory, which helps me keep it organized in a list. Okay, the next question is from Microsoft Beta Fan. Even though he posted a comment already on this video 3 weeks ago, recommended me to wait for a good amount of questions. His question is, what is your favorite model / brand of truck? Or actually what it says is, what is your all-time favorite model brand of truck? My favorite all-time brand would definitely be Chevy, because I'm definitely a die-hard Chevy guy. And my favorite model would be the 1988 to 1998 Chevy CK pickups, or the Chevy Silverado, which some people would say that don't mention it, that actually don't hardly mention it as the CK pickups or the CK 1500. This user, Bunkers 8399, asked, what foods do I like? My favorite common foods that I like, most commonly pizza rolls and I'm trying to think of something, and refried beans with cheese. The next question is from Carter Donovan, known as Mega Computer Person, asks, what games did you play in your childhood? I didn't really play a lot of PC games, but I played a lot of games on the console, a lot of video games. Especially back in the late 90s when I was getting introduced, even though in like the mid to late 90s I was getting introduced to video games. What game that started me out was Super Mario World. Then I worked my way around Mario Paint and Super Mario All-Stars on the Super Nintendo. And I even did the same with the Sega Genesis. I worked my way with Sonic the Hedgehog 1, Sonic 3, Primal Rage, Sonic Spinball, even Sonic 2. I even played Hard Driving and Mortal Kombat 2. That's all the games that I've played. Next question is from Nathaniel Knight. Did you ever experience with dial-up? Oh yes, I sure did experience with dial-up back in the early 2000s and the late 90s. And dial-up, the only way you can use dial-up internet if no one's using the phone. And one thing about dial-up is if someone picks that phone up, they can automatically disconnect you from the internet. Oh, and I remember the dial-up days. I was like 6 years old back in '99 when my aunt was using AOL 5.0 and my grandma was using AOL 5.0 on their computers. And when I was at my grandma's house, I even discovered AT&T WorldNet version 4.0. Those were good times using Internet Explorer 5 and 5.5 in the dial-up days. And that's all you had for it. That's all we used. And for Media Player was Windows Media Player 6.04 on 98 Second Edition, while my aunt had Windows 98 First Edition. Alright, moving on. IT Gamer asks, what is the oldest computer you have? Right now, the oldest would be my 1998 Toshiba Satellite 4015 CDT, which is currently with a Pentium 2 running Windows 98 2nd Edition, 160 megabytes of SD RAM, 40 gigabyte hard drive. It originally came with Windows 98 1st Edition, but it's now running 2nd Edition with the Plus 98 pack. It originally came with 32 megabytes of RAM, but I've bumped that up, and a 4.2 gigabyte hard drive, which has been upgraded. But I'm still looking into getting more older computers, older than that, and some more Pentium 2 and Pentium 3 machines for Windows 98 and definitely for Windows 2000. Are you planning on making more videos of old video games? Yes, and that's currently in the works, because I'm trying to find decent ways to stream certain gameplays of videos. I even did a gameplay of Primal Rage of the arcade. And I might give Mortal Kombat 1 and 2 a shot. I'm probably going to end up doing the arcade version if I can find like a ROM file and a decent good emulator. But the only thing is, if I play like certain arcade games on my computer, but my computer's slowly falling apart, but I'm in the process of actually upgrading to a new computer soon. But I'm definitely gonna try and work on some videos of old video games. I might do some short gameplays with my consoles. That all I got right now is a Super Nintendo, NES, Sega Genesis, PlayStation 2, and Xbox 360 and Xbox One. But I'm probably gonna do retro games, most definitely. But I'll probably have to rig the camera up on something to show it's on the TV screen, because I don't have no good capturing card or decent way to play games with an emulator. Because it's kind of hard doing it with a keyboard, unless if you get a good USB controller. My tongue got twisted there, but the last question is, do you like Windows 10? Why or why not? Absolutely not. I do not like Windows 10 because that's one of the reasons why I do not like Microsoft the way they're going into this direction. And there's nothing that's going to convince me to go to Windows 10. I've been ditching Microsoft since Windows 8 was released back in 2012. They claimed they were going to fix it, but I've seen more criticism along the way, especially with 8.1 and Windows 10. I was like, you know what? I'm never gonna upgrade to the newer version of Windows, because I've seen a lot of bad things, and I don't want no bad things to happen to me. But that's just my opinion. But I am gonna upgrade to something modern. I would try Linux, but I don't have that full great experience with Linux. It's not like it's not like where you can just simply walk in, because not all your drivers are going to be fully compatible in all your software. And that's one of the reasons why I'm going to be switching to a Mac. Because I'm definitely going to be I'm definitely been looking at a MacBook Pro on the Apple website, which I'm currently saving money for, and replacing my desktop in a few more years, or get some more money saved up for a new desktop. I'm probably going to end up switching to an iMac. And if I do get an iMac, I'll probably get one custom ordered with enough specifications where I can be dual boot Windows and Mac. Because I do not like, I am not going to be getting another PC, a new PC for my daily driver. So yeah, that's all what I gotta share with you guys. Some questions. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the webcam off and upload this video. If my computer can cooperate, just one moment. Hold on a minute. I was trying to do an update, but I'm gonna postpone that. So there's your Q&A video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.